Hello, welcome everyone. It's fantastic to see you all, very COVID safe, and fantastic to see the students. Before I open the official ceremony for the Merits of 2021, I'd like to acknowledge that we meet on the land of the Kaurna people. It's the traditional land of the Kaurna people, recognising that their respect for their spiritual relationship with the country. We also acknowledge that they're custodians of the Kaurna Plains and the Adelaide Plains more broadly, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are as important today as they've always been. I'd like to just get into a bit of housekeeping, just so that we're comfortable before we kick off. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, please just follow the warden's instructions, and the staff will also support you in a safe way out of the grounds. The toilets, if you need them, are just to the behind this marquee and just to your left. There'll be a photo taken with every merit recipient. That'll be available the details around how you get that are in the inside cover of your merit booklet, as well as by using the QR code. There'll be time after the ceremony to wander around the grounds and have photos with your families and so forth. We're lucky it's a beautiful day and there's sunshine for us to relax in. It's a live streamed event, so it's available on the SACE Board website, but the whole ceremony will also be available on the website next week. And just remember to put your phones on silent before we kick off. My name's Michaela Bensley. I'm the Interim Chief Executive of the SACE Board, and it is a great pleasure that I open the Merit Ceremony for 2021 in the 2022 year. Normally this happens around January and February, but it's a beautiful day for us to do it in May. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, parents, caregivers, and most importantly the students of the highest performing students of the 2021 SACE year. I'd like to welcome you to the Merit Ceremony. I'm delighted to be able to be here to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of our SACE Merit recipients. I'd also like to acknowledge that we meet on the beautiful grounds of Government House, and to thank Her Excellency the Honourable Frances Adamson for her generosity in allowing us to celebrate this event here on the grounds. It's actually the 34th Merit Ceremony that's been held on these grounds, so we've been doing it for quite some time. This year we're conducting 9 sessions across 2 days to recognise the excellent achievement of the highest performing students in the SACE last year. We've had 1,116 students who've achieved over 1,282 merits across a huge range of subjects. This is an extraordinary effort, particularly when you realise that these students have experienced the whole of their SACE during a pandemic and still been able to achieve excellence. It's been quite disruptive, lots of challenges. We've learnt how to have remote learning. We've learnt what it means to be in and out of school. It's been a real challenging time. So I think in that space, it's been even more of a recognition of your resilience and your huge achievement in being able to achieve the merits and the success that you have. Obviously, this sort of support and excellence doesn't happen without the support of families and teachers and parents that have been able to support you through this time. But you've been able to show incredible resilience to be able to achieve the success that you have. And also by completing the SACE, the opportunity that now allows you to open the doors for your future pathway and the way that and the future that's open ahead of you. So I'd really like you to spend some time today with the people that you have around you to really take a pause and recognise that your achievement and what you've been able to successfully achieve through all of your efforts. So congratulations, you did it, and super excited for what the future holds for you, particularly as you start whatever happens next, having experienced that in this year. So I'd like to introduce Natalie Hammoud, who'll help us kick off the proceedings in terms of the awarding of the certificates, and
received the 2020 Australian of the Year SA Local Hero Award. She is an author, motivational speaker and cystic fibrosis ambassador. Emma knows firsthand the challenges of living with cystic fibrosis. She is an ambassador of the Cure for CF Foundation and is an active campaigner raising awareness through her social media platform, CF Mummy. Can you please give a warm welcome to Emma Money?
Good morning. First, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, past and present. So, congratulations, first of all. You guys have made it. I must say, a little trip down memory lane, because when I finished school, I was awarded the 2005 SAFES Merit Award for Community Service. So, it's quite an achievement, so congratulations to you all. You should all be very proud. It wouldn't be possible, obviously, without some very, very supportive people along the way. So I think we need to acknowledge and thank our parents, your parents, guardians, teachers, and those that have supported you throughout your schooling. I wanted to touch on a couple of things. It was quite the introduction with what my title is, and for me, high school was not something I ever thought that I would graduate from. Cystic fibrosis, for those of you that don't know, has a life expectancy. I wasn't expected to live past my childhood. High school for me was a very, very traumatic time in some regard because I was very sick and spent a lot of time in hospital. I watched a lot of my friends pass away and I lost a lot of hope and faith and didn't really plan for a future. So I fell very sick in year 11 and I was granted a wish by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I lost what I guess you could call hope. There was no aspiration or goals for me to sort of go forward. However, one thing I've learned in time is that it's a lot about your mindset and how you think things are going to happen and how you will overcome that. Nobody can do something for you unless you want to do it for yourself. So for me, I was going to talk about a few high school memories, but I think there's probably two main things I want to talk about as a high school student. When I was in year 7, I'm going to go straight back to the old times. One lesson that was pivotal for me that I've learned my entire life is that you should not wait for an opportunity to come to you. It's important that if you know what you're worth and what your capabilities are, make people know who you are. When I was in year 7, I wanted to go to a private school here in Adelaide and my family couldn't afford it. So without my mum and dad knowing, I created a PowerPoint presentation, sent it to the high school and told them why they needed me. I knew I was good enough to be there. They didn't know who I was. I was one of thousands of students. Anyway, within a couple of weeks, I was offered a full scholarship at this school. For me, I didn't listen to the norm. I didn't stop at the you shouldn't do that. I believed in myself, and that was a massive lesson for me. Over the years of high school for me, I guess the other parts of things, cystic fibrosis saw me hospitalised, like I said earlier, quite a lot. I think a lot of the times when we talk about our parents and those that support us and around us, if you've got a great support network, that can help you overcome negative thoughts and not being able to get where you want, like you can go where you want to go when you've got that support. There are a lot of people too that don't have that support network and that support system. And I found that by using my experiences and my journey and my story, I could be a person of hope to others. And I always wanted to have somebody with cystic fibrosis that I could look up to when I was younger. There's no CF women in the world that you can Google to aspire to be like. I wanted that person. Well, guess what? There is now. I'm that person. You can Google Emma Money and I have a whole lot of stuff that came up. So I have proven that I have a completely massive list of to-dos. Nothing's impossible. Couple of life lessons. You know, one of my greatest achievements, I'm just going to put a wing out, I guess, out there. When you're in year 11, year 12, huge time of your life. You're trying to work out, navigate where you're going to go after school, if you're going to go to uni, if you're going to have a gap year, whatever that looks like. For me, one of the proudest things I remember telling one of my English teachers in year 11, 12, I was sick and then I was busy and I didn't actually hand my work in on time ever. But one of my greatest accomplishments, which I was able to send my teacher, was I published my first book 16 years ago. I was just out of year 12 And I still use this story today to talk about what I've gone through and what I've done. My story is very different. So, a bit of future advice for you guys. Life is too short. Don't ever take no for an answer. Believe in yourself. Don't knock on doors quietly, kick doors down and be known and be heard. Believe in yourself. It's very cliche, but I tell you what, the amount of times I've been rejected from an opportunity or something hasn't gone the way that I've wanted to, if I continue to believe that that's not going to work, so I'm going to continue to choose something else or do something else, I probably wouldn't be standing here today from a career perspective, health perspective and just living. I'm a mum of 2 children, something I never thought was possible. I've just launched a podcast. I speak in schools across the country. I've spoken in front of Bill Clinton, Jamie Oliver. I've made the impossible possible. So believe in yourself, guys. And if you get knocked down, get back up. Be okay with that and get back up. So, without further ado, I know we've got a lot of certificates to get through, and I said earlier I usually speak for 45 minutes and I had to speak for 5 this morning, so I've got that crazy 2 coffees down. Anyway, congratulations. I really look forward to presenting the awards to you in a moment. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Emma. I'm sure that your story touched many of us, and it was certainly really impressive to understand the power of hope and the amazing message of drive and commitment and self-belief. It's been an absolute privilege to hear from you. We're now going to invite our Merit Scholars to the stage to receive their award from Emma, and as I read out the names, could I ask please that you reserve your applause until we've introduced all of the students. Our first recipient is Elena Antoniadis for Drama and Child Studies. Thomas Webster Abizu for Politics, Power and People and Research Project B. No? Okay, I'll keep going. Sorry about that. Jack Armfield for Research Project B and Biology. Samuel Atwell, Mathematical Methods and Specialist Mathematics. Lucinda Bailey for General Mathematics and Research Project B. Saeed Baju for Chemistry and Accounting. Amiel Balestrin for English Research Project B. Jordan Barnett for Essential English Music Performance Solo. Sophie Barr, General Mathematics and Psychology. Jack Basso for Chemistry and English. Lily Batty for Digital Communication Solutions and Visual Arts Art. Amalie Kabatia for Physical Education and Research Project B. Gabrielle Bishop for Research Project B and Biology. Charlotte Brune, Research Project B and General Mathematics. Jake Campbell, English and Research Project A. Wen Chang, Chemistry and Research Project B. Caleb Christian, Music Performance Solo and Music Performance. Jacinta Kranowski-Wong for Music Performance Solo and Music Explorations. Ellie Collis for Integrated Learning B and Health and Wellbeing. Alana De Rosa, Visual Arts Design and General Mathematics. Iwanagi De Silva for Chemistry and Psychology. Amy Denton for Chemistry and Research Project B. Ariane Dewan for Chemistry and Mathematical Methods. Jay Dizon for English and Research Project A. Lauren Donato for Italian Continuous Society and Culture. Mihir Doshi, Mathematical Methods and Workplace Practices. Katie Ellers for English and General Mathematics. Alana Fitzsimmons, Accounting Psychology. Bethany Fleet, Religion Studies and Research Project B. Alexander Forbes, French Continuous, Music Performance Ensemble. Patricia Georgopoulos for Creative Arts and General Mathematics. Erin Hamilton, Child Studies and English. Cara Hodgkiss-Roberts for English Society and Culture. Denny Huang for Music Performance Ensemble and Music Performance. Amy Huynh for Modern History and Tourism. Molly Ingram, General Mathematics and Psychology. Ashan Iqbal for Chemistry and Research Project B. Daniel Sanjavan, Jesudason, sorry, Jan, Research Project B and Psychology. Chan Yung for English and Research Project B. Mitchell Kennedy for Specialist Mathematics and Religion Studies. Charlotte Kenning for English and Visual Arts Art. Samuel Knight, Research Project B and Biology. Jake Kushel for Research Project B, Industry and Entrepreneurial Solutions. Ethan La, Chemistry and Research Project B. Alexandra Lay, Mathematical Methods, Music Performance Solo. Tyson Lewis, Creative Arts, Food and Hospitality. Annabelle Manifold, Physical Education and Research Project B. Alexander Marciano, Mathematical Methods and Specialist Mathematics. Michaela McDonald, Biology, Research Project B. Caitlin Miller, English Literary Studies and General Mathematics. Sam Kaup Moralikumur, Physics and Mathematical Methods. Ryan Murphy, Psychology and Research Project B. Isabel Murray, Chemistry and Biology. Alana Snagel, Research Project B in Religion Studies. Genevieve Nixon, Dance Research Project B. Imogen Nutz, Psychology and English Literary Studies. Dana Oberdon, Chemistry and English. Ella O'Connor, Research Project A and Information Processing. Yes, sorry. Harriet O'Riordan, Physical Education and Research Project B. Ryan Oxlade, Industry and Entrepreneurial Solutions and Research Project B. Catherine Percy, English and Society and Culture. Georgia Raftopoulos, Music Explorations and Performance Solo. Marnie Rees, Mathematical Methods and Specialist Mathematics. Isabel Roberts, Physical Education and Research Project B. Shamima? Reem Saeed, Biology and General Mathematics. Shamiyama Shahid, English Literary Studies and Women's Studies. Emily Simmons, General Mathematics and Psychology. Ishani Sood, Legal Studies and English. Ella South, Biology and Nutrition. Oh, is it? And Research Project. Thomas Spirou, Modern Greek and Research Project B. Zoe Stamatolopoulos, Religion Studies and Research Project B. Sophia Swiaczewski, Mathematical Methods and Research Project B. Athena Tai, Chemistry and English. Anastasia Tollis for Biology and Chemistry. Pham Trum for Geography and Research Project B. Lily Venning for General Mathematics and Workplace Practices. Ellie Walker, Psychology and Legal Studies. Hanson Wang for English and Physics. Shi Wan for Research Project and Biology. Hannah Waters for English and Workplace Practices. Rose Young, English and Physics. Isabel Yu, Music Performance, Solo and Research Project B. Grace Sada Boatwright, Chemistry and Physics. Adina Zafar for Research Project B and Philosophy. Ellen J for Mathematical Methods and Specialist Mathematics. Mikari Zolo-Semler for English Music Performance Solo. And we have Andy Pham here to collect his English award. Is that it? They're the list end of my names? Is that... Just a moment, sorry folks. Thomas? Sorry. Sorry, Thomas. Thomas, can you give me a moment so that I can find out your... Oh, I've got it here. Thomas Webster Abizu for Politics, Power and People and Research Project B. Thank you for your patience, Thomas. Anthony Pham. Oh, you're the English recipient, are you? No? Okay. Anthony, your mathematical methods and physics. Thank you. And Ella O'Connor for Biology and Nutrition. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you'll join me in congratulating the students for their fabulous achievements. Can I also ask you that we give a special round of applause to Emma for joining us today? Thank you very much, Emma. Thank you very much, everyone. This concludes the official proceedings for our merit ceremony today. On behalf of the SACE Board of South Australia, thank you for attending and for helping make this a very special celebration for the young people who have achieved excellence in the SACE. Congratulations once again to all the merit recipients standing outside in the sunshine. As you do exit, please take the time to enjoy the grounds of Government House and to take the photographs that you wish to capture the moment. Thank you all very much for joining us. Have a great day.